Custom built, custom painted Tarmac SL6 ultralight in a size 56. Pedals, cages, weighing 14 pounds, 14 ounces. And in kilos, 6.74 kilos with everything on there. Stay tuned after video. We are free to buy some test on this bike right here. Thank you. Hey, how's it going, everyone? GC Performance here, back with another video. And today I have for you guys a really amazing bike. This is the Specialized Tarmac S-Works SL6. This was the ultralight bike, but they had it custom painted. It is in a size 56, and as you guys just saw, weighed right in around 6.7 kilos with pedals and cages. So on this bike, this was one of the last years they made a rim brake version of the Tarmac SL6 or rim brake version of the Tarmac altogether. Now the newest generation, the SL7, no longer comes in rim brake and only comes in disc brake. So the reason why people are kind of bummed about that is just because of the fact of you don't see a complete bike with cages, pedals installed, with options like these, which I'll go over in a second, be under that 6.8 kilo mark, which is UCI legal. So it's a phenomenal build. Also, this is custom painted, so they took the ultralight frame, they added paint on top of it or a clear coat on top of it, and added their own decals on there as well. I believe Technar did the paint job, which they've done a bike as well on the previous of the channel. But you can see that for a size 56 bike with these deep dish aero wheels with not even really light tires, not even really light tubes either. These are the regular look Keo pedals too. They're not a ceramic pedal, it's just a regular blade. I mean, 44, these are 44 bars as well, Gen 1 Aerofly bars. I mean, yes, the bike is an S-Works bike, but I mean, and it's a second gen, sorry, 2 generation back of the Dura-Ace. It's not even the newer Dura-Ace as well. I mean, to get all this and still be under 6.8 kilos, the only thing you're missing is just a Garmin mount. And you could easily achieve that. Put on some cotton tires, put on the Garmin mount, you're good to go. You're at 6.8 kilos right there. But the bike looks sick. So they took the ultralight, which was a very light matte bike, matte paint job, and they just did a custom paint job on it to add they basically put a clear coat over there so you can see, like on the fork right there, you can see bits and pieces of the carbon. And then they have the gold flakes in there as well for the logo. They have their signature, I believe there are 2 lines in there. And then they did the S-Works for the crank as well. They did a clear coat on the seat post as well. The bike came out really nice for the paint job. Even down here, you got the specs on the side. Tarmac, ultralight, 12R. So was the ultralight version of it. It came out very, very clean. Even the bottle cage is to match too, which is really cool. But yeah, phenomenal build. But yet again, I think that's why people are so stuck on disc brakes, because of the fact of you don't see a 6.8 build for disc brakes. Yes, you can still build them. I've got close to it without bottle cages and if you do everything bar none, you can get to it for sure, 6.8 kilos. But again, in this world, I think this bike's actually for sale. It's being ridden right now by a guy, but it is for sale coming up in the future. But yeah, sorry about that, car came. But yeah, I think this bike is for sale, but this is a secondhand used bike. It's a custom paint job, so it is not what the market's calling for. The stem slammed is a 44 centimeter bar, but I mean, you can find these all day for like, I think like $7,500, $6,500. So in comparison to today's top line bikes that are $14,000, you're getting a top line bike that's literally a couple years old, and it's at weight regulation, and you're getting for half the price, which is still a great deal. But anyways, enough about that. Let me do my typical go through of the bike. And I'll show you guys everything on here. So starting off with the front here, we have the first generation Aerofly S-Works bar. These are without the coverings for the cables right here. This is a 44 centimeter as well. For the stem, we have on here a Specialized S-Works stem. This is a 110 millimeter stem, titanium bolts with the S-Works logo right there. We have Supercast bar tape with the gold flakes on the bottom, which matches really nice with the paint job. And then for the shifters up here, these are the Dura-Ace. I want to say these are the newer shifters. These are the 9,000 shifters, I want to say. No, maybe 91. That's 9,000 derailleur, but these are the newer generation, or 11-speed newest generation shifters, and then that's the 9,000 second generation down. Very confusing with Dura-Ace. We have on here Dura-Ace direct mount disc brakes, or sorry, Dura-Ace direct mount rim brake calipers on here. These are the direct mount that got introduced for the SL6 platform. We have on there the custom gold shown right there. We have a brake line right here and a brake line right here as well. One thing that I've talked about in video, why I think these companies or these manufacturers went to these disc brakes, is because of the rim brake cable and the binding of the integration. A lot of people want this integration look. A lot of people want this kind of design of a sleek looking bike. And the one thing I said that I think the reason why they're pushed so hard for disc brakes is because it gave these companies free range or free will to kind of give these cable and housings bends and turns inside the frames because of the hydraulic fluid. Whereas with these, even a bend like this, if it's not good cable and housing or they don't take good care of it, can cause some delay for this rim brake. It doesn't return as nice, it's not as snappy. Granted, we can make it nicer, but I'm saying, like even this sharp bend right here, it can cause some stress on that return of the cable because it's going through housing. So imagine having this fully integrated through a handlebar, through a stem, down here, sharp bend, down here, sharp bend, sharp bend. It can get a little bit more of a difficult journey, and we saw that with the Venge Vice, which I had a rim brake Venge Vice, which was a pain in the butt. But that's one of my main reasons why I think they had the whole industry go towards the disc brake, because it gave them more capabilities of making these or innovating these newer bikes with the disc brakes on here. Going to the cages, it's the specialized S-Works bottle cage, which is the current year as well, but they had them custom painted. Then you have here the, I want to say this is like a second gen S-Works crank arm right here with the ceramic speed spider as well. 130 BCD, and this is their 53 tooth S-Works TT chainring. This was back in the day where they used to put on their TT bikes. Looks very cool. I'm pretty sure that is mounted wrong as well. It wasn't by me, but that little line right there is supposed to be where the crank arm is. S-Works bolts, and then on these bikes for the TARMAC SL6, they do come with a OSPW BB30 bottom bracket. They don't make those anymore, but that is a ceramic speed bearing inside that as well. For the front derailleur, it is the 9000 Dura-Ace 11-speed Di2. And then for the chain and cassette, it is a 11-speed Dura-Ace chain, 11-speed cassette, 1123, I believe, old school, which you do not see anymore, which is South Florida to max, a 5323. Look at that thing, dude. Monstrous. That's why I love Florida bikes. Not a one buy, but definitely looks good. Then you have for the wheels, we have on here the rim brake Revolve CLX64. These are a tubeless ready rim. They are ceramic speed bearings inside. Pretty lightweight for a deep dish aero wheel, but this is their deep dish aero wheel. People are kind of upset when they took these away, especially people down here in South Florida, because of the fact that they like the aggressive look of them. And then for the tires, we have here S-Works turbo tires, 700 by 2060. And again, if you want to make this bike lighter, throw on some cottons, throw on some latex tubes, or even some of the Pinarelli or Pirelli plastic tubes. You can make this bike much lighter with that as well. Very nice look. And then for the back, I want to say it's a 54 tooth ratchet. Nope, just a regular 18 tooth ratchet. But again, Revolve CLX hubs with ceramic speed bearings inside of there as well. And then we have the Dura-Ace direct mount disc brake. Dura-Ace direct mount rim brake. I'm so used to saying that now. This is the first year they implemented 12R carbon for the Tarmacs, or for the whole industry or bikes as is. So this is 12R carbon. And then we have the Aero D-shaped proprietary seat post for the SL6. And then for the saddle, it is going to be the S-Works Phenom saddle with carbon rail and carbon body. So you can make this thing lighter like I mentioned before. But yes, that is my oath to the rim brake bikes on here. This is a beautiful looking paint job. Very nice job by the guys over at Technar. And I will put a link to their Instagram down below as well. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, here comes a free buy sound test on these Revolve CLX64 wheels, rim brake edition, and a Dura-Ace cassette on here. I believe it's just an 18 tooth ratchet. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.